Hi everybody, it is a beautiful Sunday, beautiful because I'm inside in the air conditioning, but I wanted to show you what I'm working on. I had done a video a while back about the planners that I had bought and what I was going to do with them, so I've put together sort of my teacher planner and I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Okay, I'm still getting used to my camera, so I think I'm doing this correctly. Okay, so here is what I am using as my teacher planner. It's gonna house my lesson plans, my to-do lists, and that kind of stuff. So I went with the Books Are Magic because I love some books, you know that. And I just got these from Amazon today. They're the Erin Condren stick-on tabs. And my husband's playing games. If you hear yelling in the other room, he's not yelling at me, probably. Anyway, these are the month tabs. I'd ordered some other ones, but they were not the right kind. They were really pretty. They were metallic, which I really wanted. These have metallic too, though, so that's cool. But they were clear, and so it would have been perfect if I had already a sticky out blank tab to put them on, but I don't. So had to order these, but they just came today. So inside I have this. It's the little pocket thing that I bought, and right now I stuck in there the other tabs that I used in another planner. I don't really know why they're in here, but there they are. Okay, so my teacher planner that I purchased from, her name is Joey Udovich, and I've linked it before, I'll link it again. I used, let me scoot my chair out of the way here. I used her planner dividers. I just thought the polka dots just looked good with this, and also the black circle background. I did put in my own font here, and I will link it below. It's a BN font that I purchased on Teachers Pay Teachers, and then I just added a what do you call that? A gradient fill. I love the rainbow against the black. That's like my favorite look right now, and I've always loved the polka dots. So I have the months, and so I know that this is not January, but I will put the month tab divider. Okay, I'm on the struggle bus. There we go. I'll put this, on each side, so it will be like that. And I just love the look of this. And these actually go really well with the colors that I have in here, which is, they're all this color. Okay, so August, and then this was a freebie on, golly, I want to say Teachers Pay Teachers. If I can find it, I will link it. If not, if you just type in calendars, you probably find it. I believe it was on Teachers Pay Teachers. Anyway, again, rainbow, I'm a sucker. So this is editable in on the computer, so I could type in everything. I might do that once I know what's going on. Currently, that's all I know. I know that I'm starting on that day with children. That's about it. So I originally, and I had these through the summer, so I have a June, July that I have somewhere else that I used during the summer, but I also printed out, they have landscape, portrait, and then 2-page. And I printed out the 2-page because I think this is going to make a lot more sense for me when we actually are back to school, because I will just need the space. And again, I may print it out and then all I did was punch it with my Happy Planner punch. So I may do that so I can use all the cute stickers that came with her teacher planner, Joey's teacher planner. Then this is something, and I put a blank one in here so you could see. This is something I made, and if you're interested, I could always link it in my store as a freebie. So comment in the comments if it's something you could use. But this is a to-do list that I'm constantly reinventing the to-do list. In fact, in this file where I have this one, I think I have 2 or 3 other to-do lists that I've made just this summer alone. So what I decided is I was going to do, you saw my, if you watched the video about my personalizing my happy planner, I made a blocked to-do list where it was morning block, mid-morning, and then afternoon, evening. I really do still love that, but now that we're getting more toward back to school, I have more specific tasks that I'm doing. I need a little more specific to-do list. So here's what I decided, and if I put this in my shop, I don't have the capacity with what I use to make products to make them editable right now. I may at some point switch over to that, but it does cost to get that version, and right now I just don't have it. But I would put it with blank circles. I would just take my letters out, and then you could just write in yours. So this is what my letters stand for. F, family, and that includes myself. So anything that I need to do for the kids, my husband, myself, I'm going to put in these boxes. Home, that includes anything cleaning, anything order something that we need, anything like that. S is for school, so anything that I need to do for school will go in those boxes. Teachers pay teachers, anything that I have on my schedule for that goes in these boxes, and YouTube goes in these boxes. So for me, that was a good breakdown. Your breakdown may look completely different. You might have a different circle for each child. At one point in my life, I would have had that with scheduling lessons and classes and things that need to be done for each child. I probably would have done that. You might have an active church life, so you might have a church as one of your tabs. But these tabs work for me. These circles work for me. So if you are interested, please comment, and then I will put it in my store. So there's one just really quick of, it really doesn't matter, but things that I have on my to-do list. But this is my go-to for right now, and it's going to be behind every calendar page. So I'll just scroll, easy for me to say, through a few more of these. They all are the same. Like I said, they're September, and oh hey, I do have a training there and Labor Day. But I just printed out the double spread for each month so that I can put things in there. Another thing I really like about this calendar, I'm not positive, but I think that the really small Post-it notes will fit in there. It won't fit exactly, but I feel like they will fit. And honestly, I'm the kind of person that if they don't, I'll trim them to fit, because I like the idea of being able to put like temporary things on temporary days. And then the notes section, I really like that. I can just scribble some notes or post-it some notes over there. So here's October, and these are going to be a lot easier to flip to once I have my tabs on. There's October, November, December, January, February. Okay, I think you get the idea. March, April, May. Okay. And I did go ahead and do a June and July just because I do a lot of trainings in the summer months, a lot of classes, and it's still important to me to have those in there too. And then in the very back, I don't know what I have and what I can show. Okay, yeah. So I have some pages in the back that are specific to my work and from my school district, and those I'm just going to keep in the back. But what I really love is that I have all kinds of wiggle room in here. And if I need to, I can switch to the bigger discs, but I don't think I'm going to need to for quite a while, because these seem to be holding quite a bit of things that will be able to hold quite a bit of, I can't talk, you know what I mean, I need more coffee. So I'm going to put on the tabs now, and I just wanted to show you how cool these are. These come with, they're kind of like the command strips where you peel off the sticky and put them on that way. I'll show you once I have a couple done. Okay, so there's August, and it went on super easy. You just line it up on the back and then press, and they're thick, if you can hear that, but they're really thick and nice, so I feel like this will be perfect. Another quick thing, I did not date these because I want to be able to reuse them. This, I should also say, I printed this out just on my printer here at home, and I did it on cardstock versus just computer paper. And I did not laminate them. The reason I did not laminate them is because I've tried to punch with this Happy Planner punch. I use the pink one because this is the 11 disc size. They also have and so that is my, can you see it over there? That's my pink puncher. They have a blue punch that is 9 holes. So if you have the smaller, this is called the big binder, I believe, but they also have 9 hole ones, and those would correspond with the blue hole punch. Anyway, it does not like lamination at all. I ruined essentially one of my punches. I have 2. I have one at home and one at school. And thankfully, Katie was able to fix it for me. She literally took the thing apart, engineer brain, and she fixed it. So the plastic just gets stuck in the little punchy metal pieces of the punch. I'm sure that's a technical term, the punchy pieces. And so it made a hot mess. So that is why I did not laminate them, and I hope they hold up. I think they probably will. If I have to replace them though, not a huge deal. I printed them here at home. My friend and co-teacher has hers printed at a print shop, and she also, I think I'm right about this, does not laminate them. So if you don't have a printer that you feel like you trust to print cardstock, you can always go to a print shop and have them printed out. Okay, little update. I am finished. They are not 100% perfect, and I'm only going to be upset about it for a little bit, and then I'm going to be done. They're totally fine, though. Okay, so here's a little side view of all of them, and then we go back up to the top again for June, July. But they are so pretty. I love them. And here's the aftermath over here. Those are all the backings that I tore off of them. Anyway, I love it. I got into a little groove about November, and I figured out kind of a better way to, I just looked at the month before to line up the new month, and so there wasn't any overlap. I didn't want them to overlap, but I also didn't want any space between them because I had measured out and knew I could get through May, so 10 months down one row. And then June, July, our summer months, are starting back up at the top. I really, really love the way these look. So, super duper happy. I mean, look, it matches. Anyway, I'm a dork, and this is what I do for fun in the summer. But many, many others of you, I know, are the same way. I have my hot mess of a kitchen table here that I work at. Anyway, this is my finished, not finished, but the round 1 finished of my teacher binder, and I just love it so much. I think I said already, but this is where I will also keep my lesson plans in there behind. So, for example, since we start on August 5th, I will end up having, would that be 4 or 5 weeks of lesson plans for August behind that tab. And then what I do, because it tends to get very thick very quickly, also, I'm just going to complete one thought, probably. I said I had a little to-do list problem where I do, like, you know, all kinds of, I'm going to flip this really quick so I can talk to you, where I do all kinds of to-do lists. I do the same thing with lesson plans. So last year, I started with a lesson plan. I loved it for about a month. And then I switched and I made another one, and then I switched and I made another one, and I ended up ending the year on like the 5th or 6th template. Now, keep in mind, I've been teaching 23 years, so it's not like I'm new, and that's why I'm doing this. I like to make them all the time and improve upon what I've done. And also, I see different ideas on Instagram, and Teachers Pay Teachers calls to me, anyway. So by the end of the year, I think I was using a 1-page spread for my morning for the week, and then 1-page spread for my afternoon. I think that's the one I ended on. And then I had a page for small group and a page for center. So each week was four pages, I think. Anyway, so my lesson plans aren't like 6 pages for each day. I don't do that anymore. I used to, and if you're a new teacher and you have to do that, God bless you. That's ridiculous. But it is what sometimes we have to do. But I'm a firm believer on we should not spend more time planning our lessons than teaching our lessons. For goodness sake, that's ridiculous. So if you're having to do that, once again, my heart goes out to you. But if you're not, and you're like me, and you just put the nuts and bolts in the lesson plan because you know what you're doing and you have tons of notes and you have your teaching manual or you have your printed out, whatever it is you're teaching that day, you can just get away with less. And like I'll put, one thing I did, and I found this on Teachers Pay Teachers, I have no idea because it was a long time ago, but the person that did her lesson plans this way, I believe it was a kindergarten teacher, and I don't think I found her on Teachers Pay Teachers. I think I found her on Instagram, and I loved the way she set this up. So if you know who I'm talking about, or if I ever find it, I will link it. But she did a picture lesson plan, which I've done before, which I really love. Like you have a little tiny picture of your read aloud book and it's just visually very pleasing. So she had that, and then for the month, she had a whole page of all the standards for that month, split up by ELA and math. And for those of us who teach 12 subjects, elementary teachers, I had my ELA standards, which included the reading, nonfiction, fiction, writing, grammar, handwriting, you name it. It was language, it was all in there. And then math and science and social studies and etc. So she had them separated out by category, and then all of the standards listed for the month, because to list them every day for every subject is tedious at best. So anyway, that's what I did. Why was I telling you this, I wonder? Oh, because I was telling you how I put the, I'm gonna go back to this thing now. I'm not very good at that flipping of the camera, but I'm gonna get better. Okay, so I put them behind each month's tab. Then when I notice it getting a little full, I'll take, like in maybe October, I'll take August's lesson plans out because they're really no longer relevant. If I have to look back at them, I keep them, but I keep them in a file in my file cabinet instead of in here, so that this doesn't become like a 400 page, well, it probably already is, but book that I have to drag around. So that is what I do, and this is so pretty. I'm so excited to start putting notes in it, and I will update you as I update this gorgeous binder. Here is Monroe today. She is still shedding a little bit. It's not bad, but as you can see, I need to vacuum out the cage a little bit. There's a couple body parts laying there. Just kidding. Just some skin that you weren't using anymore. So here's Monroe, but in salad, because she enjoys sitting like that. I don't know, I think it's kind of weird. And she's been getting lots of her tasty roaches and worms, haven't you? And she enjoys those quite a bit. Are you going to do anything entertaining while we're watching? No? Well, I don't really think so. Oh, I haven't heard you talk for a while. I think I'm just going to take a little nap soon, up in my hammock. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?